Yo, and a guest host.
I'm the guest host. Yo, hold up. It's going all right. What are we going over right now? I joined late.
Oh yeah,
What?
pull up our predictions. Pull up the predictions. Wait, quick pause. C-Love just said they can't hear us. He goes, "Are you talking?"
Oh wow.
Oh, you. Yeah, just you.
My bad. Thank you, Caleb. All right. Sorry if y'all can hear me. Pretty much, we're just doing the week 2 review, kind of looking at the matches and comparing it to our predictions. So this is our predictions. What's on screen right now. So it was me, you, program
and Judy.
Yeah. So we
collectively. We didn't fully agree on these predictions, so don't come at us.
Yeah.
It was like a collective. Like some people, one of us said like a 4-0, and another guy could have said 4-3, so we would agree on like a 4-1 or a 4-2.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Just keep that in mind.
Just meeting in the middle. So, all right. So for Beanloafs and BMC, we had BMC winning 1-4, and then Eclipse versus Lunar, we had Eclipse winning 4-3, and then Team Genesis, Ape Together Strong, we had Ape Together Strong winning 4-1. Oblivion versus Fancy Otters, we had Fancy Otters winning we had Oblivion winning 4-1, sorry. And then Tojo Clan 4-2 against Oreo, and Team Wake 4-1 against Revival. So let me pull up the actual results. So.
There was only one correct result, which was Team Wake 4-1 over Revival.
Yeah, that was the only one that we got right.
That was the only one that we got right.
I'm actually surprised. So I think go ahead.
I was gonna say I think overall all of the predictions were pretty close. I think the only ones that was wrong. I think the only one that we had the wrong winner was we had Eclipse and Tojo both winning, because I think we didn't know what Team Oreo was gonna do.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Eclipse is just trolling, so
yeah,
they threw.
I'll say that. So yeah, Eclipse and Lunar was a complete troll series. I think Lunar was probably trying more than them. I feel like you could kind of tell that. I will say though, wait, did someone just drag Rich out the? Let me bring it back. But I will say that Beanloafs and BMC, I'm actually surprised that was a sweep. I thought that was gonna be like a game 6 or even a game 7. They just Carter was just killing them though. I'm not gonna lie. That was probably the best he's ever played that series.
Wait, you thought Genesis and BMC was gonna?
No. I thought Beanloafs and BMC was gonna be a little bit closer. It was a 4-0 though. BMC just completely killed them.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait. Chat. Tell me if y'all can hear Rich, because I feel like he's kind of low on my end. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
No. He's always quiet. He's always quiet.
It's my mic. I don't have a good microphone yet, so I'm gonna have to be kind of talking a little loud. But it's my Xbox headset, so.
Oh, okay. No, you good.
Yeah,
You good.
It kind of sucks.
All good. But yeah, that series, I'm a little surprised, but we still have BMC winning, so that's good. Eclipse versus Lunar. I mean, yeah, we don't even need to talk about that. That was just a complete troll series.
Troll.
Yeah, and then Genesis and ATS sweep. So pretty.
Oh
close.
Yeah.
We had y'all winning in 5, and y'all.
To be honest, me and Program both said 4-0 last week, and it was Shooty and Jaden that made us do 4-1.
Yeah, I made it a little bit closer, but nah, honestly, and the fact that y'all made Genesis one of their starters quit is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy.
Yo, I still can't believe it. I'm so bad. Bro, I laugh. I will say this on the record. When we were doing our interview for that game, I started laughing when they said Glacial Frontier retired, bro.
He did.
I did. That was so it was so shocking.
I know.
We literally forced someone into retirement, and I feel bad because that's not what we tried to do.
That's
but,
like crazy,
hey,
bro.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
I think I found the problem out. I think you guys should be able to hear me more consistently now.
No.
I had to put... No?
No, sir. You sound the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To be honest, you sounded loud right when you joined.
Yeah, you did. You sounded fine when you joined, but now it's
Yeah,
low.
When you
on my phone then.
Go back on your phone, bro.
Yeah, just go on your phone.
Trust
it's way
me,
easier to
it'll
hear
be
you.
easier.
Bro,
Trust me.
I don't want to go on my phone.
Shoot, they're not gonna be able to hear you then.
Well then, yeah, no one's gonna know what you're saying.
Bro.
All right, so then Oblivion and Fancy Otters, that was one game off. I think we had us winning in 4-5, which we should have, in my opinion. I just wasn't doing the best that day, but we still got the job done. The win was a win.
I thought that was the best series. Was your guys's?
Yeah, it was.
Because
It was relatively
you
close.
guys went up. Because you guys went up 2-0, and then they won 2 in a row, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was
yeah.
2-2, and then you won 2 after.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So I
how it
mean,
went.
you guys both played like decent.
Yeah.
Keep it kind of close.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely could have done better, but we'll get into that more later in the podcast. And then Tojo Clan and Team Oreo, yeah.
Team Oreo needs to be on discussion of this podcast a lot because no one had any idea how good.
Frozen and Ace, I did not think they was gonna be that good. And I know it's against Tojo Clan. No offense, like they're probably one of the worst teams in the league, but still, they look really good. Like the fact that they're a fresh team and they haven't played together in any leagues before and they still 4-1 the team is crazy.
That's impressive.
And Colin has like 10, not even 10 past 2. Like he's barely been playing the game from what I know. So that's impressive from them. I'm happy for them though. I'm glad they was able to but save a team. I gotta hold on 1 sec.
All right, I'll take over while y'all listening. So then the last game that we had was Team Wake and Team Revival. The only prediction we had completely accurate, 4-1. Team Wake, strong team. We'll dive into that later too, but that was just a quick summary. I'll move on to the next segment while Jaden is gone. Let's see here. So, since I'm the stats guy, we'll go over the stats real quick. So, stats of the week. I think Jaden's BRB, so he can't pull up anything, but I'll just kind of read it off. Which, FYI, for anyone listening, I tried to add the ping to everyone, to everyone's name. If you don't want it, you can get rid of it. It's the awards ping. You can see it in the self rolls, but we added it. I don't think Jaden said anything to anybody.
Yeah, we did add that. I'm back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I went through and added it to almost every captain and every player in the league, the awards roll. So if you don't want it, you can take it off. And if I missed you, just go edit yourself in the self rolls. But quick summary of that: Striker of the week, back-to-back weeks was Garter.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
He did his thing this week. I'm not gonna lie. This week he was just killing them. Like last week, I'm looking at it. He had 16 goals, 3.2 goals a game. That's good. Like that's still really good. But then this week he bumped it up a notch. He played less games and scored 18 goals, which is 4.5 goals a game. That's crazy.
That dude, he averaged over 4 goals a game. Like that's just crazy to think
ridiculous.
about. I mean, he did shoot the ball. Let's pull up the stats. And I will say, when I was doing the stats, I was like shocked on how many shots he put on net. Garter put on 42 shots. He put on 10 shots a game. That's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I'll put it in perspective for everybody. In exception to program, the next closest shots per game player was, let me find him, was Geyser at 6 shots a game. So I mean,
wow.
almost double. So Garter definitely. And it's not like he just chucked a lot at net and missed. Like, he still averaged a decent shot percentage, too. That dude threw 40-something shots at net. And he still shot let me find it. He still shot 42%, which is nuts.
With 40 shots on, that's really good. Wow.
Yeah. So,
he
got Striker of the Week. He got Striker of the Week, back-to-back. Congrats, Garter. Playmaker was Creative Striker. He had 13 assists.
Oh,
which is a season high. Last week, Jaden had 10, so... We have a new record of the season, 13. He almost assisted all of Geyser's goals, too. There's only insane. 3 goals that Geyser scored.
And honestly,
that was not touched.
I'll say this. I know they're both really skilled players, but I did not think that's how their playstyle was going to work out. I thought it was going to be a lot of 1v1s with like Geyser and like Creative Striker trying to get set up a bump play. But the fact that they're getting that many passing plays, and I did watch that stream, they look like really good chemistry-wise, too. Even though it's early in the season, they look good. So.
Yeah, Creative Striker is always a good pass player. Like, he likes to pass, and he knows how to put a good pass in. So, congrats for him for getting Playmaker. Brick Wall of the Week even though he got swept, was Wolf. To be honest, I'm not even gonna say that Wolf and his teammate played bad defense because they didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Wolf had 21 saves in 4 games, which is 5.25, bro.
That's
like he almost
ridiculous.
averaged 2 save your medals a game.
Yeah. That's
So,
insane. That comes to
it
show
doesn't-
how much of like a defensive player he is, and even losing 4 games, like he's still playing that good defense.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's insane.
I mean, I will say the key to winning Brick Wall of the Week is usually you have to lose because you have to save a lot of shots.
Right.
Like, they still got scored on a lot, but he saved a ton. So
Yeah.
that's congrats to Wolf for getting that of the week. Sharpshooter goes to Caleb. He had the best shot percentage at 61%
It's
in
really
6
solid.
games. That's solid. Honestly, if we can keep every Sharpshooter of the Week award over 60% is actually nuts. Because last week Geyser had 62. So
Oh yeah, you're right.
we got some good shooting, and he scored 61, or he shot 61% on. He had 11 goals, so I mean, it's not like he only shot 5 goals. Like he
Mhm.
still had double digit. He almost averaged 2 goals a game. So to shoot 61%, that's good, and he got the win for his team, so that's good.
That's really solid, yeah.
Dominant win of the week, I gave 2 banana pancakes because, as we talked about, Garter just stinking threw 10 shots a game at them.
Yeah.
And I also gave it to them because many of us expected Bean Loafs to take 1 or 2. I know a lot of people still thought BMC would win, which I agreed.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Bean Loafs upset Eclipse last week had some people wondering if they were still going to be good. But Banana Pancakes just came out and swept them, so
Yeah,
really showed that they're strong.
that's good.
And then the surprising team of the week. There's a reason why I call it the surprising win of the week. I don't call it upset of the week because sometimes there isn't really a true upset. Like a lot of the teams that won this week, everyone probably imagined them winning, but I gave it to Team Oreo because no one knew what they had.
Exactly.
Brand new team, and as we talked about, the fact that they don't really have Kim together and Frozen doesn't really play, and they came out and won 4-1. It doesn't matter how bad of a team the other team was, they still deserve a surprising win of the week.
100%, yeah. And the fact that like they looked really, really good, and this is the thing, like when you have a brand new roster last minute with a week, because I had a week to look for a new replacement for Oreo, and the fact that they was able to come in, and even though it wasn't, like I said earlier, the best team in the league, the fact that they 4-1 the team with no chemistry at all, Ace and Frozen, like that's amazing. So yeah, they definitely deserve that stat, no question.
For sure. They played great. And then last award goes to best series of the week. Gave it to Oblivion versus Fancy Otters. There was only 2 games that went 4-2. The Eclipse Team Lunar series was kind of troll, so it was kind of easy to give it to this series, but it wasn't even because of that. It was because this series went back and forth. It was literally each team won 2 games in a row, back to back to back, so then it just ended up 4-2. So Oblivion came out on top because you guys played pretty good defense. Jaden, your defense was pretty good that series,
Yeah, my defense
and
was carrying that day.
you guys scored a lot off of Fancy Otter's mistakes, so you guys had the best series of the week. So there's the awards. A quick stat overview. We kind of went over like guys who we always do the obvious of like the most goals, most passes, and all that. But there's some gems I like to find and kind of point out. One being, even though he is my teammate, Program has not won a single award yet, and it's already going into week 3. Last season, I want to say every week he had at least 2 awards.
Oh yeah, I remember every single week he had an award, at least one. Yeah, at least 1 or 2.
Almost one. At least 1 or 2. So it's just something I noticed. Also, I noticed in the game that Banana Pancakes swept, Garter had 18 goals on those 42 shots. Just because Geyser does everything doesn't mean that Forrest is a slouch or anything. I mean, yeah, he only had 3 goals. He only shot the ball 10 times, but I mean, he still averaged 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So I mean, he's doing his job.
Forrest is not.
He's doing his
His
job.
job is not to be putting shots on that. His job is to be opening up stuff, passing the ball, just like you said. So yeah, that's good on Forrest that he's playing that role.
Exactly. Another little gem I found. So this week we gave Wolf the brick wall of the week. He actually didn't have the most saves. The most saves was Josh. He had 24 saves. The only reason he didn't earn the award is because he had a 6-game series. So Wolf played 2 less games and basically had the same amount of saves. So Josh had 4 saves a game, where Wolf had 5 and a quarter. So I mean, still impressive by Josh. But
Yeah.
if anyone's wondering why I didn't give it to Josh, because he had more. I try to keep in mind per game stats and total, but that was a close one. And then since the talk of the hour is about Team Oreo, since they're a new team, they're actually a pretty well-balanced team. You might think Frozen and Ace are nowhere near the same skill level, which is true. They're not. Frozen is much, much better. But if you look at their goals, Frozen only had 4 more goals. Frozen had 3 more assists. Ace had 2 more saves. And Frozen had about 11 more shots. So, I mean, if you put all that together, Ace shot better.
Yeah.
Frozen had more goals and more assists, but it's not like by a lot. Like, they're actually well balanced. Like Ace, he must kind of just be at the right place for him to kind of match Frozen stats. Like, it's a pretty well balanced team. Like, it's not like a, you know, if someone who wasn't in this league didn't know any better and you showed them those 2 names, they wouldn't, based off their stats week 2, they wouldn't know that Frozen is, you know,
As good as he
GC3
is. Yeah.
level player, SSL player. But what other stats did I find? I think that's it. That
Pretty
kind of
much
like
it.
stood out. Obviously, you can find stuff everywhere, but that's why we do the stats. I will say I want to start doing this too. I'll just do this really quick over a minute. Since we have the regular season stats page, it kind of keeps track of stats of all your stats combined, you know, every week. I want to kind of go through quickly which teams are leading in stats.
Here, I'll put it up real quick on the stream. Let me do it real quick. All right, I got it now.
So in goal, the team leading goals on the season so far is Team Wake. Geyser and Striker are dishing out 54 goals so far.
Holy, wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot. Assists, the teams who pass the most successfully would be Oblivion, you and Caleb, balling out with those passes.
That's expected for me, I feel like.
The quote-unquote best defensive team, based on their saves totals, would be Team Lunar with 58 saves, which Josh has 46 saves, which is actually crazy.
Yeah, he literally is just carrying the team on saves wise. It's crazy.
I will say I noticed the only team to have 2 sweeps is my team, Mape Together Strong. We've only played 8 games, so our stats, like our stat totals, are not that high, but our per game bases are pretty decent.
Yeah, 100%.
Goals per game. So whoever scored the most per game would be, I think it's Team Wake again. Yeah, Team Wake. They average 6 goals a game. That's actually nuts.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Oh, that's the offensive powerhouse of the league right now.
100%, yeah. Not even close, too.
Let's see, assists per game as a team. Actually, it's also Team Wake, 3.4.
Oh, wow.
So they're beating you guys. So you guys have played more games. That's why you have more. But on a per game basis, they're doing pretty good. Saves per game. Let's see. Genesis has 6 a game. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Genesis has it on a per game basis because they've been swept. No, never mind. They weren't swept week 1. They've only have 9 games, but they have 6 saves per game. So Genesis, even though they're getting beat, they got good defense. It should actually get better with Integrity coming in for
1,000%. I think that's I know Integrity's not like the highest level player, but he's definitely more of a solid player, well-rounded player than
an improvement.
Exactly.
Definitely an improvement. And then let's see, who's the best shooting team? Let's see. 48.
Well, that's gotta be Wake, I think.
Yeah. No, it's Team Oreo. I mean, I will say Team Oreo has it, but it only counts week 2 because I got rid of AJ stats and all that. So if we're technically speaking, it's Team Oreo, but since they only played 1 week, it would be Wake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wake with 47%. So based off stats, Team Wake is the better team, I would say,
1000%.
based on goals per game basis, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, like even though me and Program have swept both games, we're not like completely blowing teams out like Geyser and Striker are.
I will say this
But
this Wake team is probably the best early season team I've ever seen in any of the leagues. Like this stats are crazy for your first 2 games.
I will say having 6 goals a game is actually
It's
nuts.
insane, bro. It's crazy.
And basically they're almost shooting 50% too.
Yeah.
So it's not like
all
they're just
those goals
chucking
are
balls
like,
at
all
the
those
net.
shots are, so 114 shots, so pretty much half of those goals are actually efficient shots that are going in.
Yo, and Striker and Geyser literally have the same amount of shots. They both have
Oh
shot
yeah,
57 times.
Wow.
So it is like they're just a well-balanced team.
Yeah, 100,000%. Yeah.
Well-balanced team with a lot of skill. But there's the stat overview of the week.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of
That's
interesting
everything there.
stats for this week, I'll say. That's
Yeah.
really good.
It is a lot.
All
right.
right. Now we can get into the highlights of pretty much clips for the week. So we got
Ooh,
a
clip.
couple people to send in clips.
Tell me when you start it so I can watch it right when you do.
All right, I'm gonna start it right now. All right. So wait, hold on, scratch that. I need to show it first. My fault.
All right.
I'll let you know I'm playing. All right, I click play. So for the first clip, we got Schmeat and Schmeat and Program. A little 1-2-1
play,
pass
baby.
play. That was pretty
Ooh, I
clean.
love that play.
Pretty nice
So
nice
clean.
play. Yeah. I feel like this is we're gonna see that a lot from y'all, and that's like perfect placement from Program. Really nice
Dang.
shot. And then next we got Josh with a little good first touch. Gets an Arsenal reset, kind of a mussy and a double
Ooh.
tap. That was clean.
That's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean.
That's SSL level shot though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Dude,
he didn't get the
that
best
Arsenal
power.
reset was perfect.
That reset was literally the best reset you could have gotten. And then last clip
That was
we
nice.
got Ace, the rookie, going for a high double tap off the backboard and gets a perfect bottom
Dang.
left. That's a great shot. That's a really good shot. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
Clean. Good stuff.
super clean. Super
Yeah.
solid clips.
We gotta remind people to do clips because that would be fun
Yeah.
if we had like 10 clips to pick from
Oh yeah.
and but good clips.
1000%. Yep. Good little highlights for the week. And then now we can get into the team captain question and answer. So I have all of them pulled up right here, and I can just read it to everyone. Do you want me to send it to you, or you'll just kind of?
I'll just listen and
Listen
kind of
along.
chime in.
I got
Yeah.
All right. So Forrest was the one who coordinates this. So thank you, Forrest, for organizing this and getting everyone's answers and everything. So the first question that he asked is, say something good about your teammate. Second question, what do you think your record will be by week 6? And then the third question was, who is the worst, most mid, and best team in the league right now? So a pretty good variety selection of questions. So to start it off, Team Oreo, Frozen, their team captain. This is what he said. So say something good about your teammate. He says, I really like Ace's mental and ability to quickly adapt to my playstyle and the opponents. Despite having never played before the day of our first match, we were able to work together well and have good team chemistry. And I think Ace's skill level is far above his MMR peak, so he's really excited to team with him this season. So, and then for the second question, what do you think your record will be by week 6? I think we'll have a solid 5-1 or 4-2 record by week 6. There's a lot of good competition this season, so I hope for a 6-0 streak, but it would be incredibly difficult to pull off. And then the last,
What an answer.
yeah,
What an answer.
1000%. I feel
This
like
dude is.
that's
He's
the-
actually answering these, bro.
this is like the only actual person who takes these questions seriously, I feel like.
Yo, everyone listening, this is what we want.
Exactly. Y'all have to respond like this. Okay? Like some of y'all like put like one word answers, and I'm just like, bro, whatever. But thank you Frozen, for taking this seriously. And then the third question, who's the worst mid and best team in the league right now? And he says, I think Ape Together Strong is the best team in the league right now.
Let's go.
A lot of people had y'all as the best team in the league, I will say, foreshadowing. So Program and Shmi have a long history of playing together, which makes their chemistry really solid. So I think they have an advantage for the early season while other teams catch up on teamwork. That's a really nice response.
Yeah.
1000%. And then, all right, next up we got Tojo Clan. So Geigen, their team captain, he says Jordan has good knowledge and awareness in very good mechanicals, or That's what he said. Mechanicals. That's not a word, but I guess we'll go with it. And
Call
then-
them the mechs.
Yeah,
the mechs.
the mechs. And then he said his record will be 3-3, which I could see that happening.
That's bold.
That is
That's
bold.
bold though, because they're 0-2. They're
Yeah.
not. Everyone's kind of sleeping on them. So if they were to come back and be 3-3, that's actually huge.
Yeah, that would be huge for them. I want to see it happen. And then best team they say is Team Oreo. Frozen
Ooh.
still balling. Yeah, that's really bold actually. Team Oreo being number one. I mean, they are 2-0. There's a lot of teams are 2-0 right now, but they have the same win and loss record as Oblivion, and they're like 2 games off of BMC and Wake. So, I mean, I would say they're probably a top 5 team, but Geigen's saying they're the best team in the league. So we'll have to see next week, or I guess this week now.
Yeah, sure.
All right, and then now we got BMC Carter. He didn't have anything in order. He just said one thing. 6-0 because my teammate is an absolute beast. Like Groot and Jeff play to each other's strengths. Great. Okay.
Dang.
Okay, Carter. Sure.
and we play BMC this week. So
Yeah, we got to see how that goes. Carter.
all right.
Come on, Carter. You gotta
All
be more. You gotta be more realistic than that. No, but a lot of confidence coming from BMC.
Let's see. Let's see. He plays us, Ape Together. He plays Team Oreo, Tojo, and Oblivion. I mean, those are some tough games.
Yeah, that's a
Oreo and
tough
Oblivion.
schedule.
And then Tojo, if Tojo wants to be 3-3, they have to win that game. So I mean, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
That will be interesting, 1000%. All right, next up, Ape Together Strong program answering the questions. He just says, for first question, my teammate is Loki the GOAT of this league. I agree.
Yes, sir!
He is the GOAT of RLDS.
Unk.
And then
I'm literally Unk of this league, bro.
he is. He's the Unk, and he's got a ring for the first season. This is like that definition of Unk, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Zev said in the chat that he's never typing up an answer like that, Jaden. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
buddy.
And
And then the second question from the program is 1-2, about to be 2-3, 6-0. Mid team, he says he'll go with Revival, and then worst team, Eclipse, and best, obviously, us. He says so. I think that's fair.
yes, sir.
I think that's fair for program to believe that. I mean, they are 1 in the standings, so why would you not say that you're the best? You're not the best team. Yeah. And then,
I will say if it's not us, me and him both agree it's Team Wake.
Oh, I agree too. If it's not y'all, Wake is easily, and that's what we
Yeah.
have next actually. So guys are saying, for his first question, Isaiah is very good offensively and willing to learn. Also, Geyser was also very thoughtful with what he said. He didn't just type some random stuff, but he says Isaiah is very good offensively and willing to learn. He's easy to work with, and he wants to grind. It's not every day that you find a teammate like that, and I couldn't be happier that I was able to draft him this season. So he's pretty happy with his teammate, and I would be happy too if I was starting 8-0 or 8-1, I guess. And then he thinks he's gonna be, wait, no, they are 8-0. No, they're 8-1. Sorry. And then he says he thinks they're gonna be 5-0 heading into week 6, and he didn't mention about his week 6 matchup, which is week 6 they play Ape Together Strong. So he didn't say anything about that. So he just said from week 5. He didn't say week 6. And then unless we have a bad night, nothing should prevent us from getting our wins. He says doesn't matter if we're down 0-3 in a series. I'm confident that we will bring it back and get our win. And he says he's very confident in his team's ability to get our wins. So super confident. I like the confidence from Geyser. And then lastly, he says, I think the worst team right now has to be Eclipse. They're starting their season off 0-2 and lost to the Beanloafs, he says in all caps. And then that says enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. Everyone had like Beanloafs losing in like 4, but that didn't happen. And then now he says the most mid team is Oblivion. They've got potential, and hopefully they can put it together. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm not even gonna speak on that. We'll see.
Wait. When do you guys play them? You guys play them.
I know we do play them. Oh, we play them week 5.
Week
I
5.
think. Yeah,
week 5. All right, that'll be a good game.
Oh, 1000%. I'm ready to play them. I'm ready to play that team. Okay, and then lastly, he says the best team is either us or Ape Together Strong. And then he says we'll have to see week 6. So that's him speaking about week 6.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be a
I
great
agree.
match. That's gonna be a fun match to watch.
To be honest, that's what will determine who's the best team.
Oh yeah, 1000%.
But
Yeah.
like I'm not saying we both will, but I could see both of us going undefeated until that point.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be a good tiebreaker. But
Mhm.
hey, so one of the other teams can prove us wrong, can beat everybody.
Yeah, 1000%. And then guys are now saying in the chat, low-key, I didn't know how good y'all been. I'd just say mid as in middle ground, not bad.
I mean,
Bro.
I mean, that is true. Whenever we hear the word mid, we think of it as like a bad thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But mid can generally just mean like middle of the pack. You probably just think what you guys are.
We're the 4 seed.
You guys, yeah. So I mean, you're not dead middle.
No,
If he was
it's close.
truly being mid, it would be like Team Lunar. But
It's close enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand, obviously.
yeah, I agree.
All right. And next up, we got Team Genesis. So Wolf. Oh my, bro, why do we have 25 people watching? Holy crap, that's crazy. All right, Team Genesis. Wolf says integrity is a solid player who makes good reads, and he's a lot of fun to play with, whether it be 2 and 3. So Wolf, still running Wolf and Friends lineup. Obviously Glacial's gone now, so he's got integrity now, and if integrity's gone, he's got Jacob. So yeah, he's got a
That's true.
variety.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
a variety of players to choose from. And then he says by week 6, I'm hoping that we'll be 3 and 3. Just wanted to have fun this season, but still hoping to get some wins. Zev says, can I get a shout out? Sure, there's your shout out, bud.
Shout out Zev for throwing the league most troll team.
Word. Shout out for the most troll match of the season.
They literally could be 2-0.
1000%.
Shout out. Y'all need to lock it, bro.
All right, and then he says, Wolf, this is so Wolf. He says, I think Wake is the team that's the best so far. They've been dominating their games, which isn't unexpected from them. Besides us, the worst team has to be Eclipse. So he's saying that he's the worst team other than Eclipse. So not a lot of confidence there, but he's just playing for fun from what I know. So, and then he
Which
says,
is fair. You know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, if you can play this league for fun and it not get to your ego, honestly, props to you,
Yeah,
because
good
that's
for
hard.
you. Good for you, man, because I could not do that. And then he says he's trying to be nice, so I won't say anything about Zev's teammate, but he thinks Eclipse is definitely the worst. So, yeah, now he's saying in the chat, Eclipse booty, and now Zev and him are going back and forth. So nice.
Yo, let's get some Eclipse booty in the chat.
Yeah.
I want everyone to start spamming that, bro. Wolf started it. Let's go. Eclipse booty in the
Eclipse
chat.
booty. All right. While that's going, we got Team Lunar, and Josh says pretty short answers, but he still answered every question. So he says, firstly, that C-Lib is really good at making space for me to do my thing. That's fair. I think that's a fair take. And he says that he hopes that his record is 4-2. So he's already starting off 1-1. So he thinks that he'll lose 1, but then win 3. Let me look at their schedule, actually. I want to see.
Bro, Zev was the first one to say Eclipse booty.
Oh, my God.
Yo.
Zev. Okay, so
Zev, I wish I could be a troll like you, bro. That sounds that's
Zev
actually
like
pretty
never
funny.
takes anything seriously, but I feel like
Dude, I kind of wish I could do it.
yeah,
do that.
honestly, yeah, that's crazy.
That's some fun. That's some funny stuff.
But for Lunar, so he thinks they're gonna be 3-1 throughout the rest of the week. So they play the Beanlows, they definitely could win that. Then they play Fancy Otters, they definitely could win that. Then they play Revival, they definitely could win that. And then week 6, Genesis. Okay, so they have an easy schedule. So I think they'll be 4-1. I don't think they should lose any of them. Bro, what is Zev talking about? Speaking of Zev, now we got. No,
we were about to reverse sweep you, bro. bro, I'm not gonna talk, bro. It's nice seeing you at 0-2 there, Zevy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Zev. What is you saying, bro? Anyway, speaking of Zev, we got clips now. And he says Alec is my GOAT, and we have a lot of fun, and we're working on some stuff. He thinks they'll be 4-2, so he thinks they're gonna win all of their matches. Let me see. So they play Fancy Otters, they play Revival, they play Genesis, and they play Tojo Clan. Bro, Lunar and Eclipse have, like, no offense, but like a really easy schedule for up to week 6. He should win out that. We'll have to see though, because they lost to Beanlow, so I don't even know. But he says the worst team is Wolf's team, and no offense to Wolf, but that's fair. I mean, they are pretty much the worst team standing wise. They're tied with Tojo for the worst record. So, fair enough.
Bro.
Fair enough. And then Rich saying for Team Revival, Sean is actually the captain, but he just don't be responding. So Forrest just asked Rich, which at this point we should just make Rich the team captain because Sean ain't been doing crap. But he says, my teammate is alive and well, I think, so that's good, I guess. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but I guess that's good that he's alive. And then secondly, he says, I think we could be either 2-4 or 3-3. Either record is fine, to be honest. Yeah, I think if you're 0-2 right now, you got to be happy with any record at that point, at least one win. So good on him not to be super cocky with that. And then lastly, he says the best team is probably ATS, and the most mid team is probably Revival. I just need more time with the PC. And then he says 100% the worst team is the Buffalo Sabre. Okay, bro.
Alright, bro.
Okay, bro.
Hey.
Alright, bro.
Alright, bro.
Alright, bro. Yeah, and then now we can get into the Beanloaf. So Ao says that my teammate has a great mental attitude toward the game. If I'm not playing at my best or he isn't playing at his best, we're still supportive and having a good time. Yeah, that's what I know from Ao. He's literally just playing for fun, like nothing else. And then he says hopefully that he wins out the rest of the weeks. He doesn't say what his record's gonna be, and then he says the best team is Ape Together Strong. I think he thinks they're gonna be a top 2 team for sure by the end of the season. And he says program is just too solid. So yeah, a lot of people saying ATS, which is respectable, best record. 8-0.
We ain't. For real. That's what I was gonna say. We haven't lost the game yet.
Yeah,
Which,
exactly.
as much as we keep saying we're gonna go 44-0, I know it's not gonna happen, but it's a goal. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm shooting.
it's a goal.
I'm shooting for the stars, bro.
Y'all already got a great start. So, all right, Fancy Otters. Eli says that I don't know if he's talking about Apple or. Oh wait, what did you say?
He's just booty. Eli's booty, bro.
I mean, he is like, yeah, he is. I can say that because I beat him. He is booty. He says that, I don't know if he's talking about Apple or Ezzy, but he says good mental and can adjust his game speed well. I'm guessing he's talking about Ezzy because I do know he's going to starting him from now on. He thinks that he's going to win all 4 of his games. He thinks they're going to be 4-2 by week 6. I want to see who they're playing.
You know what? I appreciate the confidence. That's
Yeah.
good. He needs that.
Yeah, he does.
Because what they play?
Wait.
They play. Let me see. They play Eclipse. Ooh,
Yeah.
winnable.
Yeah.
Wait, who that just spoke? Yo, when did Forrest get here, bro?
Wait,
What
Forrest.
What
Whoa.
the-
What in the
I didn't even
world?
hear you join. I didn't even hear you join.
Surprise guest.
Oh my god.
Yo, I heard him say something. I'm like,
I
wait a
know.
second, that wasn't Jaden.
I was
That
like,
was not
what
you.
the heck? Who is that? Well, Forrest,
All right.
welcome to the BackPost
Welcome,
podcast.
welcome.
You didn't hear the Christmas like
Didn't-
doo-doo.
I did not.
No, didn't even
I
hear
don't have it on.
I
I'm
was-
on D&D.
Nice.
Okay, well, Forrest is in here, so yeah. So Eli's play. So they play Eclipse, and then they play
Eclipse, winnable.
Lunar
winnable.
Week 4.
That's winnable.
And the
Yeah.
Beanloafs, week 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they got-
actually they could
they got
easily
kind of
go
an
3
easy
and 2.
schedule.
And then they
coming.
play week 6. They play Revival, bro. What is it with all these
Oh.
teams having easy schedules? The heck?
They could easily be 4 and 2, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Eli just has to lock in.
Go Eli, you got this, bro.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Eli. Why do I have 5 pings? Oh my, Zeb is trying to be moved into here, bro. Should I move him?
Heck no, bro. that, bro. If you are trolling in matches, you're 0 and 2. You cannot talk in here, bro. I'll say that right now.
Hey,
Heck no.
Matt said it, Zev. It's not up to me, okay?
Zev, win a game, all right, buddy. Lock in, and we can have you in here.
Okay.
Dang.
And
It's a prerequisite.
and then
Prerequisite, you have to win a game.
hold on, let me go. Okay. All right, so then that's
The whole season. Zev just said the whole season's free.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Zev.
buddy.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Eli, for his last question, he says that Ape Together Strong is the best team, and then Eclipse is the most mid, and he's saying they're the worst right now. So at least he's being he's. I mean, I don't know if that's a confidence thing or that's just an honesty thing. I don't know.
I don't think they're the worst, but they definitely bottom for sure right now. I think they're like, if you look at the regular season standings, I would say that Fancy Otters are number 9. But they can easily
Let me
get into
see.
7 or 8.
Yeah, I think they are too. Because I would say Revival, Genesis, and Tojo are all worse than them. Actually, I would say they're 8. I think Eclipse is worse than them too.
To be honest, I think it's tough to rank who's like quote unquote the worst team. Like, I don't think there really is a worst team
Yeah.
because they
I'll
all
say
have
this.
like the stuff.
I think
They all have stuff that they're bad at.
there's 4 teams that should be in the conversation for worst team. Tojo, Genesis, Revival, and Eclipse. I don't think Fancy Art is the worst team. I don't think they are. They're not bad.
I don't think Fancy Otters is the worst team. I don't think Revival will be the worst team either because I just think I don't know. I feel like Rich and Sean have actually potential to be good.
Yeah, they
But-
definitely have potential.
When Rich is playing good, they're actually probably going to be fine. I don't think they're going to be the worst. The only reason Team Genesis might be the worst is not because of Wolf, it's just because of what kind of team play he gets from his teammate. Tojo, I think that Tojo is a lot like Revival. They have potential, they just haven't tapped into it yet, to be
That's
honest.
exactly what it is. I mean, it's 2 GC3s
And-
on the same team. Like,
And then
how are we
Eclipse
gonna
is
do
just trolling, so they're just losing. Yeah, I don't know, it's tough.
Yeah.
There's a lot of booty teams that are
Yeah.
like they're not the worst booty, but they're like mid.
it? Yeah, just
It's like they're
maybe.
not performing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's
exactly what
they're
it is.
not
But that-
playing.
it's also
not playing
literally
good.
only week 2, so there's not much to expect. I feel like once you get into like week 4, and then from forward from then it's kind of like, okay, we're kind of seeing how these teams are going to be in the playoffs and stuff like that. So, all right. Well, now we got the last team, Oblivion. Thank you, Forrest, for sending this to me last minute because I was just going to do it myself. But Caleb says Jaden is starting to take more control over his own mindset and fix issues with his thinking, which I think is going to separate himself from the rest.
Wow.
He says that we're going to be 6-0. I'll take the worst. And he's not going to say one of the 2 teams that everyone's thinking, but he'll go with Revival in the sense that they can't get their hours up. It'll be pretty bad for them. So that's fair. That's fair from Caleb. I pretty much agree with that. Yeah, so that's all the interviews for week number 2. And now we can get into power rankings. So there was already a power rankings. Do we just want to go based off of that like we did last week?
Yeah, I think we should just read through it, and then if we disagree, we can flip
Sounds
our
good.
own. But
Sounds good.
I think they're pretty solid.
I agree with them, yeah.
For anyone listening, I'm not gonna read off everything DCXD said, but I'm just gonna just pull it up because it's easier. I don't feel like reading it all. We can just kind of agree. But he put Ape Together Strong first, which I mean most of the teams agreed with. We are the only team that hasn't lost a game, so I mean that's fair. Team Wake definitely at 2. I agree with. I think Ape Together and Team Wake are definitely top 2, undisputed top 2. I would keep Banana Mancakes BMC over Oblivion and Oreo. The fact of just how badly they spanked Beanloafs.
Yeah, they just killed them.
I think honestly the first spot where I'd contemplate flipping a team around would be maybe you guys and Oreo, because the fact that Frozen and Ace almost swept on their first day together playing together is actually kind of nuts. I'm not saying it should be switched, but I'm saying I could see if someone argued to me that Team Oreo should be above you guys at 4, I would at least listen to it.
It's not
But
crazy to say. It's just too. I think it's too early in the season to tell. That's the only thing. Like they literally played their first match. They look great, but you never know how it's gonna go. So, but yeah, I agree.
Lunar at 6, I agree with because they did get a win. I do, and I would keep them above Beanloafs. Because I think if they played each other, Lunar would win.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Lunar's probably like the middle ground team of this league. I think so, 100%.
I agree. Beanloafs at 7, even though they are 1-on-1, I don't know. I just don't know them yet. I don't know how.
The only reason I don't agree with that, and I would probably swap them with Revival or Fancy Otters or something like that, is because they played Eclipse, and Eclipse is 0-2, and not only the 0-2, but they have been trolling the entire season so far.
Right.
So I just think that they're not the best team. I think that win is going to be a kind of a gimme. They did play good,
agree.
but like Eclipse, literally, if you watch the stream back, Eclipse was just not trying. So I don't know.
I don't really agree with Tojo Clan at 9. I would probably put them a little lower.
Yeah.
I think Fancy Otters beat them. I think. Man, I don't know. Eclipse is so hard to read because they're such a troll team, bro. I don't know.
I would flip the Fancy Otters to number 7, and then Beanlos to number 8. And
I would agree.
swap Revival
I
Tojo.
I think I agree with that. I think Fancy Otters needs to be a little higher.
Yeah, 100%. Fancy Otters is a good team. They just need to figure some stuff out. 1000%.
And they're gonna
Yeah.
have Ezzy now, which I think
They're
Ezzy
gonna
for
do
Apple
better.
is probably a
Yeah.
little bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
Hey, did he say he's starting Yezra now?
Yeah, he told me. I asked him. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start him." So.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're definitely gonna win. They're definitely gonna be 4.
Last season they came in the league 0-3 because they were like a backup team and they almost made playoffs. They were one game from making playoffs. So I think, and I know last season wasn't as good competition, but it's the same players. But Ezzy has just improved a lot more. Eli is probably around the same skill level because he doesn't play the game as much. But we'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully they can be good. I want to see them at least make playoffs this season. So yeah.
I think that's the hardest part of the power rankings is the bottom 5, bottom or 6, no, I say bottom 5 because I would agree. Fancy Auto should jump up to 7.
Doesn't it seem so weird that Tojo Clan has been so terrible?
I thought they'd be good, like
I thought
really
they would be
good.
top 5.
Yeah.
Bro. I'm not going.
Because
How do you have
you're getting a solid.
Yeah.
you have 2 GC3s on your team and you're getting just
Did
smoked?
Gigan
by
hit?
everybody?
Did Gigan hit GC3?
Yeah, he hit it
I thought he
after like
did.
a little bit, like a couple weeks after he signed up. So
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm like, cause MMR is in GC3, but I got
Yeah.
you. He peaked after.
right, yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah.
It's crazy.
it is.
They
crazy.
just don't. They just don't work good together.
I think what they need
No.
to do is they just need to like have a talk on how they're gonna play. Because clearly, how like they're playing like at the solo queue game and it's not working. So they just need to play it. They need to like have strategies before the games if they want it to work. Otherwise, okay, this might sound crazy, but he has What's G. I would just try him out, bro. And the only reason I say
agree.
that is because like even though What's G, no offense, but he obviously isn't the best GC3. He is still capable of shooting the ball. He's still capable of generating offense. That's
Yeah, he
what
can make
Jordan is
stuff happen.
supposed to do. But unfortunately, they've just not been able to do that while communicating with each other well. So I think maybe next game, if they lose really terribly, just start What's G and just see how it goes. Because you never know. I mean, shoot, you, Schmeat, and you and him made the playoffs last season. So
Yeah.
And I would say Geigen's probably as good as you, skill level wise, just a different player.
Guy, he's hearing what we're saying, Jaden. He's telling you to watch out week 4. Ooh.
Bro, I'm trying to help you out, Geigen.
Don't slap. Don't slap.
I'm trying to help you out, bro.
Get him,
Shots
guy.
fired.
Get him.
Get him.
Oh wait, no, he's singing kissing emojis. Okay, I think he's trolling.
Oh.
No, he's being serious. Week 4, you better watch out.
I literally, hey, Caleb said we would be 6-0 for a reason. That's all.
You know what'd
I'm
be
saying.
so funny? You know what'd be so funny if week 3, Tojo Clan loses with Jordan, and then week 4 he plays What's G and beats you guys. That'd be funny.
I would die. It would be so.
He literally takes your suggestion right when he plays you.
Yeah, I would actually.
He
be
should
so
do it.
mad. He
Honestly,
should.
Oh, they're playing Team Wake. I remember the Tojo and Team Wake scrimmed a lot, and they just got swept every single time. I think, if I remember correctly.
That's tough. That's tough. Well, yeah, Tojo's gonna have to figure something out 100%.
Yeah.
But I
All
think
right.
that's fair for the power rankings, and then we could probably go into next week's predictions now. You guys
yeah, I'll just do them. Yeah, it's been what, almost 50 minutes, so yeah, I'll just do
Yeah.
this and wrap it up.
That's the last part. All right, last part. All right, so let me zoom
Write this down. Yep, go on your backup one and put them in.
Yes, sir. I'm on it right now. And then
We'll make collective predictions.
What did you guys go over? What predictions were right from week 2 that you made?
yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Yep. Yeah, we did.
Like none
Yep.
of them were right, bro. All of them were like
Only
Oh.
no. One was exactly right. Team Wake 4-1 over Team Revival was the only one we had right.
Oh, okay.
What do you guys think was happening? Was it? Did you think 4-2 Beano or BMC?
It was 4-1.
4-1.
Oh, okay.
So it was close.
And I think we had the winners right on all but one.
Yeah, we did. The winners were right. It was just the amount of games was wrong. Most
Yeah. To be honest, I think what matters most is who wins. The games is so hard to read, but I think picking the winner is the biggest part.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Beanlos versus Lunar. Who do y'all think?
Dude, this is tough. This is actually gonna be a good game.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
say
think it
Lunar
go-
in 7.
I'm gonna say Lunar in 6 or 7. It just depends what Force picks.
Okay. 4.
What do you think?
I feel like Lunar's gonna beat them 4-1.
Oh wow.
Okay, so then I would do it in 6 then.
4-2. Yeah, that's fair.
4-2 Lunar. That's what I'm thinking. 4-2 Lunar. I just feel like Josh might just absolutely destroy them.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they might score a decent amount on Caleb, which he's not even that bad of a defender. But the fact that he's like kind of the same rank disparity as they are, it'd be at least even. But Josh is just gonna. I think Josh might pull a Garter and just absolutely throw 40 shots on him.
Yeah, if he does, they sweep. If he doesn't and he's playing off, then I say 7. But
Yeah.
If Vinatiero doesn't miss the ball, like when we were playing him, he would miss the ball quite a lot. If he connects, they're definitely going 7. But
I think so too.
see what happens.
Dude, this is match of the week.
This has to be streamed on the YouTube. BMC versus ATO Strong. I'm gonna say y'all in 6. Yeah, y'all in 6.
We got absolutely stomped in scrims, but
I think y'all still take
I'll
2
end-
games off of them, honestly, for us.
yeah, I think they lose their first games against us. To be quite honest,
I think so.
I'll say my game him out once he does. What do you think the series is?
I'm just gonna be bold. I'm gonna say 4-3
Okay, I
All
like
right,
the boldness.
I was gonna say 4-2 to be fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 4-2, y'all. I think 4-2 is fair. I don't see that going to 7. I'm not gonna lie. No way. I mean, if it does though, that'll be a great game 7. I will say. We haven't even.
I'm feeling like Rocky right now. They're Apollo Creed.
Da, da, da.
All right.
All right. Fancy Outers Eclipse.
Oh
That actually
my
could be a
God.
good series.
It's a weird series,
Dude.
bro.
If Eclipse locks in, bro, it honestly could be like a 4-1.
They can
I'm not gonna
4-0
lie.
them, bro. That's the thing. Like,
But I
Okay.
think they're still gonna troll, and then I'm gonna say Eclipse has to win a game, bro. They have to win a game.
I don't think this is the
There's
game.
no way
win,
they
though.
lose.
I don't think this is a game they win.
Oh,
Or a series.
bro, I don't
If Ezra's in there, I think Fancy Otters win 4-3 with.
Bro,
with
I feel
Eclipse
like this is very bold. I know this is very bold, and I'm not even trying to dog on Zev and Alec. If they're trolling, I think if they're playing Ezra, I feel like it's a sweep. And the only reason I say that is because I'm trying to think of last season. When they came in mid-season, they swept like the first team, I'm pretty sure, and it wasn't even close. So I think that Fancy Eye is gonna win in 4, and I'm not even like trolling or nothing. That's just my prediction.
Okay, so if you say 4-0, what did you say first?
I'm gonna say 4-3 Fancy Otters.
Okay, so you're both saying Fancy Outers win. Just do, man. Cause I'm thinking Eclipse might win, and like, I think, man,
There's
that's
a chance.
tough, bro.
There's a chance. It's tough. Should we just say Eclipse
I don't
or
know.
like Fancy Otters in 7 because of
Just-
how balanced it is?
Stay Fancy in 6 or 7.
Okay, I'm gonna do 7
I don't
because
care.
it's gonna be a close matchup. But I feel like if they're playing right, I think they should sweep. But
I
Let's see,
could see
Oreo.
Fancy Otters sweeping, and
Mhm.
I see it more so than Eclipse.
I will say, yeah. I
winning.
don't.
yeah,
If Eclipse win, it won't be a sweep. If Eclipse wins, it'll be in 6 or 7. But if Fancy
100%.
wins, I could see it being in 4 to 7. They have
Yeah.
more of a range to win.
1000%.
for sure.
All right, Genesis versus Oreo. What y'all think? I think
Oreo
4-0.
in 5.
I think 4-0 Oreo. I don't think
No,
Genesis wins.
they're 4-0ing.
Yeah.
All right, just do.
I
Yeah, do
think
4-0.
4-0. And I know like Wolf is starting a new guy, but from how I've seen them play, Oreo play on against Tojo, I don't see them not winning 4-0. Maybe 4-1, 4-2, but they should.
The reason why I say 5 is because Tojo did take one off them.
That's true. That's a good point. But I
And-
would argue
and
that
Wolf-
Genesis
I
is
think
worse.
Wolf is better.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know.
point. Yeah, yeah.
Wolf is better though than both
Yeah.
Gigan and Joe.
It
June.
depends on Integrity's playing. Like we scrimmed them with Integrity one time and just destroyed them. But I don't know. Wolf can sometimes just peak.
Yeah.
I'm fine
but-
either. Like I think there might be one game where Oreo just plays too aggressive and they lose a game, just like
Yeah,
for 4-1. But
think
if you
so.
guys both think sweep, I'm good doing sweep. But I say 5.
All right, so I'll do 4-1 then. 4-1's fair, just to give him a game grace.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think so as well.
Oblivion verse. I'm just gonna put in my answer. I think y'all already know what it is.
I think you guys win off in 5, 4-1. That's
Yeah,
my
I
voice.
actually,
You
that's
think five?
exactly what I think.
Okay.
I think 4-1. I think
not losing
Rich and
again.
Aiden pull off one game where they actually
You
like.
guys lost a
work.
game to Lunar. You lost a game to Fancy.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have the sweep.
I think against this
Gentlemen.
team we do. But that's just me though.
Well,
That's just me.
put it
I'll
in.
put 4-0. I'll put 4-1. I mean, I'll put 4-0.
Yeah. No. Put 4-0. So
Okay.
the next podcast, if it's not, we can roast the crap out of you.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all got it. 100%. I'm
Tell
putting
Rich to
4-0.
go.
I'm staying on business.
If you're being Rich, tell him to go back on his Xbox. He's better than.
He's broken Xbox.
And then Wake Tojo, 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
there's no way. There's no way. Actually, yeah, there's no way. 4-0. Yeah.
I'm shocked that Revival took a game from Wake last week. To be honest, because Wake's been playing so good, but I don't know. I just think 4-0 Team Wake is just I don't know.
Yeah, but
never-
they took a game when Wake was up 3-0. So in that situation, when you're up 3-0 in the series, you kind of like let off the gas a little bit.
I'm fine doing 4-0. I'm fine doing 4-0.
Yeah.
All right, got it all in there.
Yes, sir. All right, so this is our predictions for next week. So let me screenshot this and I'll post it in the match predictions just so we have it. I'm happy with these predictions. I feel like these first 3 weeks though, like I feel like the predictions are super interesting. Like I don't know, bro. Something about these games, I just feel like, I mean, there hasn't been a game 7. That's probably what it is mainly for me. But
Yeah, that's crazy. There has not been a game 7.
yeah, it's just, it doesn't feel right, bro. But this is the week.
This week, this is the week. It'll happen.
Yeah.
I think there'll be at least one.
I want there to be one.
I would love to see Tojo Clan wake up and actually give Team Wake a really good challenge.
Yeah, me too. All right, well that's it. That's gonna wrap up the podcast for today. So thanks everyone for watching. Let me know if y'all agree. I mean, obviously in the server, but in the chat too, because I'll probably be watching this back anyways. All right, so yeah, we'll see next week how all these matches go. So thanks everyone for watching.
Yo, and send any suggestions of what we should talk about. If
Yeah.
there's anything that you guys want us to hear or hear us talk about, let us know.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
We'll add it to the schedule.